Well, hello and welcome back again to Tim's Brick Adventures. As promised, I wanted to do a second video talking about my Council of Claus as kind of a follow-up to the Jack Frost headquarters that I did last week. These guys were kind of born out of a mass watching of Christmas specials, fantasy specials, probably some sci-fi specials, all when I was right before I started putting season 2 together. And I love the story. I love stories. I love creating just all kinds of fun, outlandish stories, and that's the beautiful thing about with the Lego. You know, that is one thing. I have so many different themes and figures and characters, and I'm always picking up special parts and stuff, and always thinking about some new characters, especially for my Elves Gone Bad storyline. I'm really proud of it and happy that I came up with that, and I hope that I can get a lot more people to really enjoy it. I mean, it is, I ain't gonna lie, it's not just for the kids. I think as adults, and maybe even old fart adults like me, you'll have some fun with it. I mean, especially if you're a comic book fan or, you know, fantasy movie, sci-fi fan. I just throw a lot of things in there. So like I said, I'm gonna quit jabbering away here and introduce you to the Council of Claus. I think you really kind of get a better, they were introduced in season 2 and played a major part in that, but I really haven't had a chance to really show off the figures themselves and highlight them. So that's what I kind of want to do today. And with this holidays approaching, it's gonna be some fun. So with that, I will quit talking, and we are going to talk about the Council of Claus. So in season 2, just a little bit of a highlight, it involved different worlds and a crossover from one world to the next. And in the story I created, you know, there is a multiverse. It is out there now. Everybody, Marvel, everybody has a multiverse. So why not Elves Gone Bad, you know? And so I don't know, like I said, these figures kind of just came to me based on what I had laying around. So one of the first ones, and I got to read my notes because the little backstories, a little more than I can just always remember. So I had the centaur, Santa Claus. He's part centaur and part Santa Claus. And he kind of comes from a world, I suppose, I really enjoy the Narnia movies and stuff, and I do believe I've been watching them. So I've got a lot of crazy characters out of that I want to create out of Lego. But there's Santa Claus. He is a very formidable Santa Claus. Then we have Woo Claus, and he comes from a kind of rough world. Let's see if I can get these guys to really show up. So, of course, you recognize the Ninjago body and the Ninjago staff. The head, you know, I'm not exactly sure, but he's got the beard, the white beard, and has that really cool eyeglass. So it's kind of a fantasy ninja world where he comes from, and he lost his eye in the battle to save Christmas at one point or another. But that's Woo Claus. Then we got Mare Claus, kind of a Merlin wizard type, and I really had a lot of fun with him. He actually kind of has the elf, gave him the elf ears. I had this body is Captain Hook from the Disney series. And the cape is Doctor Strange, I believe. And so I had a lot of fun with him. Of course, they all kind of have, you know, I'm thinking I have lost Santa Claus. He had to have some kind of magic staff to have the power of Christmas in there. So I need to find that. But anyway, there is Mary Claus. Then I've got Clausius Maximus. He came from a Roman world where Rome ended up ruling into the modern and future. So he's a regal figure. And I believe that body is from a, oh, what do they call him? The Emperor's Guard. And then Loki, of course, you recognize Loki's staff. So he's a lot of fun. And this one I'm particularly fond of. So I call him Wellington S. Claus. And he's kind of a sophisticated English Claus. And he's got his, of course, his magic is just kind of a cane with the magic crystals. This is actually a crazy brick hat that I just had ordered years ago. I ordered a bunch of different colors, and so it just worked out that I had a red and white one. I think that's just a Santa or maybe a Woo face. And then, of course, we got the fur thing. I ended up using that. I like that. So I had somebody else, yeah, had one of them too, but maybe not. Anyway, I'm really happy with him. And then the last member of the council is, I didn't get really imaginative. I just had a regular Claus because the Santa Claus in Elves Gone Bad has a cowboy hat. I should have brought one of him because he is technically part of the council. So, but we will talk more about him later. But this is Santa Claus, and he comes from a dimension pretty much mirrors what we are, pretty much same time frames, everything. So we got regular Santa Claus. So that, I hope you will enjoy seeing further adventures with the Council of Claus, as they will figure prominently into season 3, because I don't know, I had a lot of fun with them, and so I'm kind of building the story around them. And it's kind of evolving. So with that, I will say adieu and happy holidays early. And we'll wrap it up there, and I'll see you next week. So y'all come back now, you hear? I appreciate you.